Hey, what's up, guys? It's Scar here from theScore eSports here with MASH from P1 on their first LCS win this split. This is second week with your full roster, and you already have one win. How does it feel to really bring in a win after so many weeks of not being able to?
Definitely, like winning feels great. Losing definitely doesn't feel good at all. So I think this is a good morale boost towards our team.
I talked to like Gate the other day and a bunch of other people, and they're all really surprisingly okay. Like their morale was still very high, even though there's been so many weeks of you guys not being able to get the right roster in, like and suffering a lot of losses. How do you guys stay so high in morale and all that good mentality while you guys are taking so many bad things?
It's just like the way you look at things. If you like look at it like always down all the time, it's gonna obviously be down. So you have to like always like look forward. Don't look in the past. Don't look too far in into the future. And it's all about like keeping level headed and making sure everyone else is level headed as well.
Um, I like to classify a lot of ADs differently right now. There's a lot of ADs who really specialize more toward the carry-oriented style. So you have like Piglet, and I actually put you in that classification because you typically play a lot of Lucian as well, a lot of Twitch. And then you have people who play more utility-oriented champions. And recently I've noticed that you picked up a lot of utility-oriented champions. You play Ashe the first game. Is that something that you consciously decided to do, or and something that you wanted to do to kind of help out your team?
We wanted to play towards like a different style when I was playing utility, like Jin and Ash. So I don't want to like just play towards just myself. I want to like open up the map as well to give Zig a split push champion or a carry champion. I always like consider myself to have a big champion pool, so I wanted to like just always try it anyway. Even though it didn't work out game one, we could just resort back to a carry style.
And so just walk me through game one. Like, what ended up being the problem for you guys?
A lot of people got caught out. We were like we had tempo because we like caught people with Ash arrows, and then after that we kind of like I guess lost focus. Then we just like lost the game off that.
Well, going to game two, you actually have the comp that Nori told me was one of the best Hecarim comps. You have Shen Hecarim, and you even had Lysandra, so you guys could dive super well. Unfortunately, you guys fell behind super far early, and then made a ridiculous comeback. What were you guys thinking the entire game? Were you guys still comfortable the entire game because you knew your comp was so good?
Was this a game where he played Riven? Ray played Riven.
Yes.
Yeah, I got 2 kills early, even though like we lost a few team fights, traded a few team fights. I always fell ahead in that game because I was like up a lot of CS. That's probably due to the fact that Apollo was playing utility and I was playing more carry, so I had to take a lot more resources than he did.
So how would you classify your overall performance this series?
Um, I don't know. I don't want to be too like ass about it, but I think I played the best in this series out of all like 10 players. I was like able to play utility ADC even though we didn't win. Then I just pulled out carry and pulled out carry again because it worked game two.
Well, let's talk a little bit about the game three. You ended up picking Twitch, which is like one of the hardest carrying ADs in the game. What made you really think that was a good pick there?
It was just like game three, game five. Now I'm like, all right, let's do this. Like we practice switch here and there. It's just like one of those champions you just know how to play. Like you always know how to play Kyrie and Raid Scarra.
I mean, I guess I do. One of the biggest things I saw in game three was somehow you ended up just getting a free inhib on the 1v2 push. What actually made that happen?
So Jin is not very good in a lane swap because her four shots were like really, or his four shots were like really slow, and even the crit doesn't like back up like the tempo for it. So we knew we had tempo, and they have to react to us because we have just a constantly 0.980 just attacking the turret, right? Then after that, they just didn't respond to us, and I'm like, okay, if they don't respond to us, we have to dive the person to zone them off the turret. Then we just, I don't know, they just misplayed super hard.
Um, I've heard a lot of things about your owners recently. Behind the scenes, everyone's been saying P1 doesn't seem like a new org. Everyone says they do stuff very cleanly. They had, like, for instance, your sponsors were lined up perfectly, your jerseys, everything was lined up. So how is it working with P1 behind the scenes?
Feels really great because like last split was just like miserable for me because I felt like a life manager. I was like waking up my own manager just to like get food and such. So I feel like I actually can focus on the game and I can see my play improving a lot. And big shout outs to them.
Uh, right now, would you say that you guys have improved a lot week by week due to your own hard work as well as your coaching staff?
I think everybody puts in everything equally. Like even Charlie, even our analyst Alec, and all the players just keep working hard even though we're losing. So I'm really proud of everybody on our team.
Um, is this the mark of an upswing for you guys? Personally, P1 for me it looks like they've improved one of the most or of the bottom tier teams, or even in the mid tier teams in the last week or so. Do you expect to keep this increase of performance up week by week?
Yeah, we plan to definitely keep on improving. It's basically like the way we viewed it is like, okay, we just played all the teams, right? All right, let's do what we can to like look back on those games and like analyze how we can play better in each series.
Uh, what would you think is the current strength of P1? Something that makes them stand out from the rest of the teams?
For the rest of the team, I think we're just like fairly aggressive. We generally get like good early leads, and I guess I don't know. I think I've been playing a lot better than last split. The team like allows me to play like a carry style compared to last split, so I'm really happy that I can play this style.
And finally, I've heard a lot about you in the past, and you're one of the rare breeds of shot calling ADs. So, what would you say kind of made you become this person or this shot calling category that's so rare in the league?
Yeah, it's like really awkward because I'm just like, all right, I'm just like the most experienced guy on the team. I have to like teach people how to like rotate around the map. Like when Austin was playing support at first, it was just like, all right, you can't do this, you have to do that. So I had to teach a lot. And then back then, I had to like say a lot of things on tip to like get things going. But as like time passed by and people are learning, I don't really don't say that much anymore. But I do like kind of remind people like what they should be doing, what objective is next. It's just like really rough. I happen to just like be the guy to shot call.
Well, I mean, speaking about your relationship with Gay, how is it landing with him?
It's a really great experience. I don't know. He's just like such a goofy guy. He'll die, and I'm just like, yeah, I die. We just like laugh at each other when we die. So it's like pretty positive experience.
All right. Anything at the end? Anything you want to say to your fans? This is your very first win in the LCS. Should they expect more?
Um, no promises, but we'll do our best to improve and get more wins. And thank you for everybody that supports us.
From future playoff contenders, this is Mash from P1. A Scar from theScore eSports. You can find more content online and on our mobile app. Thank you guys. Hope you guys have a nice day.